What's up, Bonnie Babes? So in this video, I get to share with you some pretty exciting stuff going on here at the propagation station, because now that it's spring and kind of going into summer, all of my plants are really thriving and giving me a bunch of like little babies, new growth, snake plant pups and spider plant babies. So I'm really excited because I get to kind of show you all of those different progresses. All right, so to kick off this exciting day here at the propagation station, I'm gonna show you my moonlit or moonbeam snake plant. I've seen it called different things, depending on the nursery you go to, but basically it's the very light green colored snake plant. It has some dark green pattern in there, but it's mostly this really light color. And great news is that they've got these little pups coming up. You can see them, gave me 2. This is like week number 2 of these coming up. And I will be posting a video that does like the whole little grow up of it. I tell people all the time that plants may seem like an expensive hobby in the beginning, but once you get going, the plants just make more of themselves naturally. And I seriously haven't bought a plant in about a year. Oh wait, no, so that's a lie. I bought the string of pearls that I did a video on and the calathea, but I haven't bought a lot of plants in a while. I'll pick some up randomly here or there. But anyways, the snake plant and its little pups is always exciting because you're just looking and you're watering and then one day, boop, there it is, and best day. Always hype your plants up as well when they give you new growth. I swear they can hear you. And so if you go in there like, oh, look at how proud I am of you, and you take pictures, I just think it promotes growth. We also have an update on the snake plant that I planted for a friend, this guy. Also, you can see the side-by-side comparison here of the color differentiation. So this one is clearly much lighter than this one. So that's what I mean by like the moonbeam situation. Back to this guy. So I know I said I wasn't sure I was gonna go because I didn't have a drainage hole. Well, it turns out it's going amazing. And what's great about having this in a glass container is I can see the pup coming up before it comes up. So this is great. I actually just noted this today too. So if you see in there, it's just like shooting up right there. He's gonna come up there. Eventually I'll be able to cut off the babies, but that'll be a whole other video about like what to do with the babies when they're ready to be repotted. He's not quite, but I guess you could say he's pregnant. The snake plant's pregnant. Okay, so the next really exciting thing is about my queen spider plant here. She's not variegated. You'll see a lot of spider plants with like a white stripe kind of going down the center of their leaves, but this one is not variegated. And I love her. She's such a queen, and I got her when she was probably like yay big, and she has just had this beautiful glow up. So recently I had to give this queen a haircut because she was producing babies all over it. And I know I had to kind of trim them off because it was just getting excessive. And so the way this one produces babies, it's like little these guys. I don't really know what their real name is, but I just call them shoots because they just kind of like boop, shoot out everywhere. But then this guy actually has some flowers going on it too, but it'll probably eventually produce a baby. But I had to cut all those off and put them in water to propagate. But I had so many. I had like 13 little babies on here. And there's also more on here. I just like didn't have enough space to start, and they were a little too small to cut off. I wanted to let them get a little bigger before I put them in water to propagate. And I really didn't know what to do with them all because that's a lot of space you need. 13 little cups all in a sunny spot, and I really only have like one great window. So I feel really innovative with this. I had an old spice rack that had really never been used. So I used the little containers like this. Oh, it's just so cute. I used all the little containers that had never had spices in them. You know, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't like water mixed with like cumin, because I don't think that would help a plant grow. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just didn't want to risk it. So I found all the clean containers and I put the little babies in there, and I just love it. And it's sitting on a little table by the window, and it's doing really well because there's little roots already growing in some of them. Some of these have 2 per container. I've seen online that things say, don't propagate 2 in 1 container or make sure they don't touch. Okay, I've never had a problem. I think that's a lie because these have 2 or 3 in them and are doing fine. But anyways, I'm really excited because of all these new babies and little like gifts to give out to friends when they come over or coworkers. I love giving out plants to people. And I also always say as a disclaimer, it's fine if you kill it. I mean, try not to, of course, but if you do, let me know. I clearly have enough. And the queen over here just produces babies left and right. Definitely because she probably needs a bigger pot. But she's already massive, and so she kind of has to live in this for a little while longer.